Hi, I'm Heather Strazinsky, and this is Danielle Rodriguez. We're with Roundtable Realty.
And this is another episode of This Really Happens in Real Estate. And boy, does it.
It does. Locking yourself in a room.
Locking yourself, I'm guilty of that. I did that.
I don't think I've done that yet.
Yeah.
Yet, I stress yet. But when you show a house to a client and they have children, and you usually try to specify, the kids have to stay close, they really can't touch things because this is someone's property you're going into. Then they go into a room, and then they lock the door, and then they can't get out.
Sometimes even sometimes getting into the front door is a little tricky. You either have to push the latch down like really, really
Right.
hard, so I get it. I was a victim of
This, though...
crazy lock.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to call it.
This wasn't a crazy lock, unfortunately. This was one of those where you
I don't
just
know.
push the button.
Oh.
They-
No, mine
you
was
push
one of
the
those
button.
latches, and you pull it over and you push it down, and
Okay.
it's like the
Well,
maze
that would be
lock.
confusing, especially for a child too, if they
Right.
get in that room. But this one, they put themselves in the room and locked, and then proceeded to scream bloody murder because they couldn't get out. And we're yelling, just turn the doorknob, because that lock just pops open when you just turn the doorknob.
That's hard.
It's a very tricky thing. I think what ended up happening is the dad had to go around to the window so the child could see its father.
Right. So did you time it? How long was he in there for?
It was long enough to where it was hurting my head. Because I'm telling you, this kid had some lungs screaming.
Oh my God, that poor
and
child.
I did feel bad for the child at first. And then I kind of was like, well, you're not watching your child. We're in a house.
How old was the
at
child?
2.
Oh,
2.
okay.
So I think a 2-year-old should be by their parent.
Well,
We've
yeah,
all had
and that might be
2-year-olds.
hard for a 2-year-old to kind of grasp,
Yeah, but they got the push the button part. She got that down right
pushing it.
pat. I love that when they leave the instructions. Hold the handle. Pull it to the left. Put your key in the lock. Move that to the right.
Jiggle it a little.
Yeah, jiggle and simultaneously turn. Just buy a new lock.
If you're selling the house, you want people to get in, right? You
Right.
would think. I know.
I don't
just
know.
had
Maybe
that.
that's optional.
I don't know.
Don't actually have to see the house. Look through the window. Not that good. So, when we say weird things happen,
Yeah.
children lock themselves into rooms and we can't get them out. But I'm thinking, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to take this doorknob off. I'm gonna have to call the seller's agent and let them know
gosh.
we have to have some tools and we have to take the doorknob off because the child locked itself in the door. So yeah, but we got it off.
Fun times.
Yeah, it is. It's always interesting.
All right. Well, this is another episode of This Really Happens.
We'll see you next time.